Hello and welcome to Twilio Weekly Episode 1. I'm your host, Brent-Schooley. I'm a developer evangelist at Twilio. Twilio Weekly is your weekly dose of all the things happening in the Twilio ecosystem. We'll have blog posts, tweets, event roundups, and whatever else is going on and seems relevant during this week. We record this live on Twitch on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then the recorded version hits Friday at the same time. Since we record this live, you can join the chat room and give us all of your suggestions for future content. You can ask any questions you want about Twilio. Just hit us up at twitch.tv/Twilio. And like I said, that's every Wednesday at 3 p.m. That's when we record this show. All right, let's take a second to talk about Signal. Signal is coming up in just a few weeks. We are kicking off Signal with Superclass on October 16th. Superclass is our full-day training event. We will have in-person Twilio Quest running, so you can get help from Twilions that are on site, people that built the product, people that wrote the documentation, lots of people on hand to help you out. There will also be sessions if you want to sit in and learn from people giving a talk. Then on October 17th and 18th, day 1 and day 2 of the big show, they'll kick off with general sessions in the morning, and then there will be sessions lined up all through the day. We'll have booths where you can learn all about different Twilio products, and there will be tons of sponsors there to talk to you about what they're doing. The session content is great, and we have a lot of speakers lined up, but what's really cool is there's a lot of people. This is the biggest gathering of the Twilio community for the year, so if there's somebody that you've been wanting to meet in the Twilio community, or someone that works at Twilio that you wanted to meet, this is the best place to do it. Signal is at the Bill Graham Civic Auditorium in San Francisco, October 16th through 18th. What's that? You say you can't make it out to Signal? That's okay, I got you covered. We're doing something this year called Signal TV. I'm going to be running a wall-to-wall stream starting on the 16th, running right up to the end of Bash, our after party on the 18th. It's going to be over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Twilio, and like I said, it's going to run all through the show. I'm going to be walking the floor with an IRL backpack rig that allows me to be able to walk the floor and go check out those product demos on the floor, as well as talk to members of the Twilio community. And then we're also going to have sit-down sessions where we pair program with people from Twilio, as well as from the larger Twilio community. So it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm super excited to be on air for essentially 3 days in a row. It's going to be great. Come check it out at twitch.tv/Twilio. Now let's talk about our favorite blog posts from the Twilio blog for this past week. Our first blog post this week comes from Kelly Robinson on the evangelism team. She's an account security expert and she dives into public key cryptography. I've seen her give sessions about account security before and she really knows what she's talking about, and she's a really fun person. So check out the blog post over on the Twilio blog and hit her up on Twitter. She's hilarious there. Blog post number 2 comes from Sylvan Ash, a Twilio Voices writer. If you're not familiar with Twilio Voices, this is our program that allows you in the Twilio community to write a blog post on the Twilio blog and get paid for it. Sylvan's blog post shows you how to send SMS reminders from PHP Symfony applications. So if you're a PHP developer that already knows Symfony and you're wondering how to send reminders from your application via SMS, this post is just for you. Check it out. Next up, we have a post from Ajo Iyanu that shows you how to build and deploy Twitter bots using Python, Tweepy, and Python Anywhere. This one is perfect for the beginners out there that are looking for something fun to try as they're learning a new programming language, as this post doesn't assume any previous knowledge of the Twitter API or Python at all, and will show you how to build and deploy a Twitter bot. So if you're learning or wanting to learn Python, this is probably a pretty good post to check out. Finally, we have a post by Leslie Cordero that shows you how to integrate Trello into your Python Flask applications using Twilio SMS. This is pretty cool if you're on the go and you want to send an SMS to add a task to your Trello to-do list, or perhaps you already have some backend integration that schedules tasks for you. Perhaps it's a GitHub webhook or something like that, and you want to have the output of that add something to your Trello to-do list. You could use SMS for that. This means that no matter what phone you have, at any time, you can just send a text message straight to that number to add something to your to-do list. I've found this super handy in the past, and I'm glad we have another blog post showing you how to do this. All right, let's go to the tweets. Jim Bennett writes about a tutorial and a module that he built for sharing your location via Twilio SMS and Azure Functions from a Xamarin application. He also gives a hat tip to Layla Porter for giving him a Twilio t-shirt. If you too have a Twilio t-shirt, take a selfie with it and send it to us on Twitter, and maybe we'll retweet it. Our next tweet comes from Miles F. Tos at Mad Pilot, and he shows how to use AWS and Twilio voice recording to conduct interviews over the phone. This is a really cool use case, and I'm looking forward to trying this on my own shows like Twilio Weekly in the future. Our final tweet for this week is just some good old-fashioned Twilio fun. At INH101 was sending random Simpson quotes to a friend via Twilio SMS. I put this one in here because we often try to think of really serious use cases for Twilio. People come up to the booth at shows and say, I would really love to use Twilio. I think it's a great product, but I don't really have a use case for it. Just have some fun with it. If you have a side project or you just want to prank somebody, Twilio can be a fun avenue to just explore maybe a new programming language or a new web framework and use something that we use every day, our phones, to make them light up. That's all the content we have for this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and thank all of you that participated in the live recording in the chat. If you want to participate in a future episode, head on over to twitch.tv/Twilio. We record Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, where we can answer your questions and add your content directly to the show. I hope to see you there for the next recording. And until next time, I'm out of here.